Today we're talking about a rapper we haven't quite spoke on this channel at all. And unfortunately, it's not a good first impression. See, Slump6s dropped a song called Betty White, and the cover art was allegedly a kid who was only 17 years old who took his life. Now, I do not know if those claims are true, but I've heard multiple rumors about it. But honestly, I'm stuck in a pickle because Duty says that the kid did off himself. Fash, on the other hand, said the exact same thing, and those videos came out at the exact same time, so I'm not 100% sure, so y'all hit the comments, let me know. I will be looking at an article in a second discussing that, but let's talk about Slump for a second. Now, Slump has over 200,000 monthly listeners. No surprise, that is pretty good. Despite that, a lot of fans are iffy about his music due to it kind of falling off in a way. I'm not going to say that he fell off because 200,000 monthly listeners is good, obviously. But he went from a melodic-ish sound to more of a street sound, and I think a lot of people were upset about that. Correct me if I'm wrong, he may have not been so melodic back then. I honestly don't listen to his music. I'm just assuming he kind of sounds like Cash Dommie. The only song that I heard from him was Betty White, the song that recently came out. And wow, wasn't it mediocre. Like, it was just so painfully mediocre. I just didn't care to listen through it all the way. I listened maybe 15, 20, 30 seconds in, and I exited off of it. Regardless, the cover art he used was allegedly a 17-year-old who offed himself. Why are you using it as your cover art? Obviously, it's to promote his music, and we all know it. Now, this is by far one of the most fucked up things a rapper has done this year. Well, I mean, not counting Viper. Viper, you are messed up. Speaking of, some dude commented on my video defending Viper, like, what? A person runs out of his garage, messed up, bruised, not even eating or drinking, and it's pretty clear that that's the case, and you're trying to defend Viper? Like, come on, bro. Irrelevant, though. But obviously, a lot of people were offended and upset about this choice, reasonably enough, especially since that dude was only 17, allegedly. Now, there was this video floating around of him showing a gun, and I think that's what kind of sparked this whole thing, and people thinking that he offed himself. I don't know. It really doesn't make sense to me. Because if he offed himself, how did the video get online? And the video doesn't even show him offing himself, so I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Who knows? But I will take a look at this article right quick. The title of this article is kind of weird. The Virginia rapper Rylo huncho is said to be no more after the viral Instagram video, while his mother alleged story says otherwise. And pretty much they talk about how he allegedly died, but most people believe that that isn't the case. Despite that, there's a GoFundMe going on, and honestly, I don't suggest donating quite yet until we really know everything. But even his family, I don't believe, confirmed it, because it says right here, Rylo's aunt, twin Porter, and his brother, Jaquez Discord, I don't know, JD, who are yet to be confirmed, posted about his death news and prayed for his soul. Now, it has yet to be confirmed that he is part of the family, which is, you know, obviously pretty suspicious. The article all around just seems to be going off of word of mouth, and this could very much so be a game of telephone, or like an echo chamber, and that's what kind of bothers me and rubs me wrong about the situation. But it says he allegedly fired the firearm to the back of his head, which I don't know about that either, because, like, if he was going to off himself, why would he put it to the back of his head? Like, doesn't even make sense. Allegedly, his mom would create an Instagram account under his name and say this: "It's sad to know the world we live in, and I hate to make a page that's like my son, but I don't know his password. As you know, at about 10 p.m. yesterday night, my son somehow made a post of him flexing a gun and ended up unaliving himself. I don't usually ask for sympathy, but he is not dead. He is in the hospital getting surgery. Don't fall for all these fake accounts." Now, this makes me wonder if he just accidentally shot himself in the leg or something, and the whole killing himself thing wasn't even legit. But the video doesn't even show him doing anything, so it just, I don't know. Everything just remains unconfirmed, as the article puts it. So, who knows? Personally, I think this is all cap, just made up, especially since an account was just made specifically to get that information out. You would think she would post it on her account, sorry. I don't know, just everything seems suspicious about this whole ordeal. But what we know for sure is Slump was in the wrong for using that as his album cover, or single cover, whatever it is. Mixtape cover. It's just all around pretty messed up, especially since he's just simply doing it for clout. There is no debating it. It was simply just for clout. Another thing is he's possibly falling into drugs. I heard this from Fash, since one of his single covers, which is called Bad Habits, shows him holding a cup of lean. But back in the day, he was on an Adam 22 interview saying he would never do lean, he would never do all those drugs because it's not worth it. It's gonna take his life. So it seemed like he had a good head on his shoulders, but What happened? Now, of course, it could just be fake and he's not really sipping lean. He ain't really doing all that and he's just doing it for attention, but who knows? The situation is all around weird, but I just wanted to come on and really talk about it because the people who uploaded videos on it so far haven't really give the best detail about it. Like Duty, for example, he's just running with it, saying that Rylo really did off himself, which, I mean, I can't blame him. It's in a news article and all that. It's already spreading around. But then you got people like Fash, for example, saying, obviously, this is not the case. It's made up. It's fake news. But the truth is we don't know right now. We're not completely sure, and I will make another video updating y'all when I can, but that's all the information we got today. But hey, if you're new, subscribe, like, and comment, because I post content all the time, man. Don't be missing out. But with that being said, y'all stay safe, stay notorious. Peace out.